And there we go. We are starting the stream up. Let's close this out real quick. We have 3 viewers right now. Okay. What's up, military analysis, man? Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. You're always kind of on stream. It's pretty cool. I appreciate your support, but right now we only have 3 viewers, so maybe we'll wait a minute. But with the markets being down like they are, people might not really be interested in tuning in to anything about crypto because crypto is very flaky. You know, when people see markets going down, a lot of them will exit the market. Kind of where the hodl or hodl meme comes from. It's hard and it's understandable that when you see your coins going down 20%, because a 20% loss is massive. And we can do the math, but it actually, so one thing to keep in mind, which some people don't understand, is if you go down by 20%, say you lose 20% of your holdings, it's going to take you, I think, into the math, but it takes you a lot more to get those holdings back. So you had $100 and you invest, and it goes down to 80, so that's 20% reduction. So minus 100, divided by 100. So then to go from 100 minus 80 divided by 80 is a 25%. So in that instance, if you lost 20%, it actually would take you 25% gain to make your money back. So these big decreases like this are very scary for sure. But it kind of goes along with my thoughts with crypto. And of course, I'm no investing expert. I'm no Ray Dalio or whoever you want to say. But I have found with crypto, investing in ones that are just extremely strong fundamentally, when the market does dip like this and these massive drops come, the coins that aren't super hyped or inflated and the coins that are fundamentally strong will not dip as hard. And that's what's happened to my holdings, so I'm not too concerned. Steve's okay. What's up, man? Thanks for joining the stream. We have 2 of the biggest fans here. We got military, or not fans, I should say, community members. But you guys are both in the stream. Appreciate it. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. I was going to kind of go over some macro stuff in the market and just what I'm noticing. There's a lot of people who have gone bearish for sure, which I understand when the market dips as much as it has so quickly. It's pretty obvious why people will get bearish. Kusama barely dipped. Yeah, that was kind of the point I was trying to make in this video, or was going to make. So thanks for suggesting that, Haroon Khan. I'm really paying attention to the coins that were not affected much by the dip, because that shows how fundamentally strong they are, and it shows that the people holding the coin are not scared of losing money, so they're not going to dip, and it kind of just indicates assets that aren't totally overvalued, because fundamentally, and markets don't always go based off logic. They can be very irrational, but the coins that aren't overvalued, when we have a market exodus like this, you won't see much of a dip. You can check out Kusama. Jay the Dipper says, "Hi Max, Coin Bureau speculates that the most Bitcoin sells are from mining pools." Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Coin Bureau is pretty spot on with his research, so I'm not going to argue against him. He's really the only crypto YouTuber I ever watch because his content's very good. That makes sense. I was kind of thinking more of just exchanges being greedy, because the amount of margin trading that's been going on recently in the market is ridiculous. And if you're trading on margin on an exchange, whether that be FTX or Binance or whatever exchange you're on, they want you to lose. Yeah, it's basically you versus them. It's like a casino. They're the house. So in a lot of cases, exchanges can benefit from the price of Bitcoin going down, because then they can liquidate lots of people's positions. So that's kind of been my thoughts on it, is it's more of a little bit of exchange manipulation, but also it's like the butterfly effect. Once a certain level of people get liquidated, it drives the price down further, and then more people get liquidated. So that's one of the driving factors, I think, but I do agree with that. Haroon says EOS dropped like 50%. Yeah, EOS, I remember there was so much hype for it back in the day when the market was still much more of an infant. Yeah, I remember EOS was crazy back here. So I went from $5 to 3. Yeah, EOS really took a big hit. Are you a holder of EOS? I don't hold any EOS simply because there was lots of hype on it, around it back then, but now compared to the competition of other smart contract platforms, there's not much activity on EOS, not much is being built on it. So I just don't see the reason to buy it. Even Tron, there's more activity on Tron. You know what? Might have some, let's see here. Might have some Tron. We can do some, oh, it's the wrong password. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up on my other browser real quick. I'm going to pull up some Tron stuff. You guys don't mind, because if I have some Tron, I might just gamble it away right now on stream. It's going to be kind of fun. Yeah, I have some Tron. So let's go ahead and do some gambling on stream with my Tron. This will be kind of fun. I used to be, there was actually, I can tell a story. So there was I forgot what it was called. It was called Dragon Tail or something. It was an online gambling casino on Tron. But basically, if you guys are unaware of what martingale is, I can show you what martingale. Martingale is a gambling strategy where basically you double your bets every time you lose, and you do 50-50 odds. So say, for example, I place one bet and I lose. I place $10. I would double it to 20, and you just keep doubling it. And the theory is that the odds eventually, because for example, 5 bets in a row, the odds of losing 5 bets in a row, that'd be 1 in 32. So it just incrementally goes up. But let me pull over my Tron wallet. Tron bet. Yeah, I used to play around on this a little bit back in like 2018. But okay. The thing I was talking about with martingale is, so you keep doubling your bets, and there was a Tron gambling website similar to Wink, but they had no limit. And I noticed that. And if there's no limit, that means if you have enough money with martingale, the odds of you losing, and if you just use the martingale strategy where every time you lose, you double it, and there's no limit. If there's a limit, say you start at 10, eventually you'd get up to a very high number, and there's a limit. You couldn't keep going, and you lose. But if they have no limit on the amount you can bet, martingale basically is almost foolproof unless you're just an extremely unlucky person and get up to a very high level and lose all your money. But I forgot the name of the casino I was doing it on, but it worked out pretty well for a while. Haroon says, I hold a small bag of EOS. It's been in accumulation for 3 years, so expecting a pop. Cool, man. Why do you expect EOS to pop? Do you just think it's like the next Ethereum, or what's your thoughts on that? I'd like to hear it. What's up, Alistair? Hey, Max, what's your thoughts on decentralized exchanges like Unimax? Yeah, I can go over that in a minute. Let me just gamble away my Tron. So right now, here's my Tron wallet. And I actually haven't looked at this wallet. The last time I looked at it was about a year ago. So it's just been sitting here. These coins could have value, they could not. I had some Void. Void is like a decentralized, not decentralized, deflationary coin that was on here that was pretty big for a little bit that I traded. But Tron actually works. Like, if you interact with the Tron dApps, whatnot, it's extremely fast and cheap and very easy to use. That's why I was using it. It's actually, at the time in 2018, I think Tron was like probably the best smart contract platform because they had working stuff and it was very quick. But you guys can see right here, I have $5 in Tron that's been sitting here, totally forgotten about it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this. I used to play this sometimes. And I'm not a big gambler, but sometimes I do it for fun. EOS is the most active blockchain. I don't know about that. I've never heard that. Oh, I gotta sign in. Accept. Okay, we are signed into Tron Link, guys. So for this game, what I need to do is pick a color. And if it lands in that color, I win in the gold. If it lands on gold, it's a 50x. So I could turn 110 Tron times 50. Let's see here. Maybe 5,500 Tron. I might just go for gold. Said no one ever. All right, so let's let this load up. Yeah, there's dice too, but I always would play the ring. Looks like this site's down. It's not even working. So, and they had the moon one too. I'm sure I saw the EOS blockchain has the most activity. Then Tezos. Yeah, I can look that up, but I have a hard time believing that at all. And Tezos, nothing's really built on Tezos either. So it looks like this website's down. Oh, I got to made a mess this one. Oh, Telos, a new blockchain. I thought you meant Tezos. Okay, we'll come back to gambling later. That can be something we do at the end. Yeah, check out Telos. Telos is at a 55 million market cap. It's had a good correction here. And a lot of coins like this where I see this massive run up, like for example, this one, a lot of them, this will be the life of their token. This is all that will ever happen. But let's see what Telos is, Telos Foundation. Telos powering the networked ecosystem of the future. Just don't know enough about it. Okay, hold on a sec. Let's go back to this. I want to do this gambling real quick. And guys, this isn't a gambling YouTube channel. I'm simply doing this because I haven't been on my Tron link in forever. And I came on it and look, I have $5 of Tron, so I might as well gamble it away. Let's see if they have like a moon type game or something. We'll try this. I hope that gambling isn't like not allowed on YouTube or something, because that could get me banned. But let me know, Sorry, hold on a sec. Okay, we got it figured out. How do I? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna deposit my Tron. There we go. We're at 109. What? Oh, it's in. Okay. There we go. Okay, 170 Tron right there. Let's just gamble it away. All right, guys, let me know right now in the chat which one I should pick, red or black. Oh. Well, I struck out on that one. Well, there goes my $5 in Tron. That's why you guys should not gamble. Okay, let's get this stream kind of focused on crypto. Sorry about that. Mustafa. Yeah, man, I picked red, but I picked for the suit. So the suit, if you won, it would have been like 2,300 Tron, which is, I think that would have been like 20 bucks or something. But yeah, no more gambling. So you guys can see now my Tron Link wallet is at 0. That was kind of fun though. I should have waited for you guys to give me your predictions. Red Heart, Alistair, you had it right, man. You would have won me like $20. I should have waited and listened to you. I have some BTT on here. I don't know. It's probably relatable to a lot of you guys, but there's a bunch of wallets I have that just I haven't looked at them in forever, and they have probably just a bunch of random coins. Banker, like Bankroll is something I was doing because those were the first apps. That was the first way to interact with the blockchain, really. Now, in comparison to like Yearn and stuff, these are all trash. Like if you compare them to actual DeFi dApps on Ethereum or BSC with LPs and whatnot, I would never use this stuff. Pyro. I have no idea what this one is, but I have 5,500 of them. That looks like it was just some garbage token. Okay. Alistair, Unimex. Sure. Oh, so Telos has been out for a while. Wow. There must have been news that pumped it up. So check out Unimex. And when you guys kind of mentioned it, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I'm getting more and more bullish on DEXs and AMMs simply because there's so many issues with exchanges. And I've personally been in scenarios where I'm clearly like kind of subject to manipulation by being on exchange. So I'm just bullish on DEXs in general, but check out Unimex. Okay, so this is a micro cap, but the volume is pretty decent. 2.6 million. It's not too bad. Apparently, TLS is more capable as a blockchain than Cardano. I think a lot of projects are more capable than Cardano. So, okay, it's an ERC20. 2,500 holders. That's pretty solid. Contract. There might just be a whale right there, but holders looks good. Okay, so it's a derivatives DEX. It's cool. It looks pretty good. Like right off the bat, the user face is very nice, but we can connect real quick to my testing account. I think I might have some. I don't think I have any ETH on this account. Okay, you can trade your ETH through WETH. They have staking. Okay, so let's figure out the market cap to TVL real quick. Because that'd be a good indicator, and I always like that. So let's do this. So the total supply was 10 million, I believe. Let's go back. And that wallet, let's just say that wallet had 38%. So okay, it's gonna be a rough estimate of their market cap times 0.82. That gives us about 5 million. Then let's go back to the exchange. So this is their staking, their UMX. So they have, okay, so their TVL is gonna be pretty low because there's only 3.83 million and it's worth 82 cents. So the TVL is low. So not undervalued in that aspect, but as always, that's not like the greatest indicator ever. But let's go back to the info. I like what this does. Like it looks very clean. And I think the thing with derivatives is the DEX that makes it the most simple and gives the cleanest, easiest user interface is probably the one that will do the best. Now, I probably wouldn't use this right now because I'm sure the gas fees for interacting with stuff like margin trading is pretty ridiculous. Maybe I would though. We'll see. So the exchange is doing 3.8 million in volume. Let's see this real quick. That's pretty decent actually. The 24-hour fee. So if you guys do not know, the trading fee on Uni, I'm sure you guys all know, is 0.3% or 0.03 actually, 0.03%. And this one is 0.7% right now for the USDC pool. So that could actually be a very good snag, especially if there's some more volume. That could be very good. Liquidated. Wow, only one liquidated position. There was 4. I really like this. Thanks for suggesting UniMax. It's simple. I'll have to do more research on it. Let's look at the pools. We have some more questions I'll go over in a second. Oh, cool. We're at 12 viewers now. The stream started off very slow, but we're slowly working up in viewers. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure you drop a like on it. And I've actually decided that if we hit 30 viewers, I'll give away some money or some Tezos or USDC to some of the viewers on the stream who have been engaged and whatnot or are kind of long-time supporters. So if we hit 30 viewers, that's what I'm going to do. short and longs. Yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna keep this one in mind. This could be a really good find. I really like it so far. So thank you to Alistair78 for finding this. Me personally, I'm not a huge leverage trader guy. I'm more looking for decks that offers options because options are much better than margin trading, in my opinion, especially because margin, you're instantly taking on way more risk. With options, you're actually avoiding some risk by buying calls or puts. So there's something called Octus, which had options, but the user interface and the liquidity was not there. But when decentralized options come out, I'll be extremely bullish. Like that's one of the things where if it's done right, I could see myself going very, very heavy into a coin like that. Okay, what are your thoughts on Edgewear from Dr. Rhino 3252? All right, Dr. Rhino, I'll check that out in a second. Let's see what gas is at. Gas is pretty low actually right now, 139. GWEI. Yeah, not too bad. Edgewear, okay. Down 16% today. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty dip. It actually was starting to become bearish before everything went bearish. So let's see. Edgewear is a live mainnet, third generation self-upgrading smart contract platform in the Polka dot ecosystem. Okay, love this. No ICO or pre-mine. Cool. This seems interesting. I don't really have any thoughts on it for you, Dr. Rhino, simply because I'm not going to spend the whole stream reading over it, and I've never looked into it before. But cool suggestion. I'll keep this one in mind. So we had Jay the Dippers. I said, I think Asgard decks would be very interesting for a decks based on Rune. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Rune. Just check out Rune real quick. And Rune made BEP swap. Wow. Rune would have been quite some buyback then. Basically at a cent. It's crazy. So I made a video on BEP swap. But basically it's using Rune for Binance Chain. So there's Binance Smart Chain, BSC, and there's also just Binance Chain, the BEP2. And this is built on Rune. But let's take a look at Asgard X. This isn't it. Jay the Dipper, you might have to send me the link in the Telegram, and then I can check it out for you. You mentioned options. Have you heard of Leon? By the way, the answer to the video earlier on the all-weather profile, definitely look to incorporate a similar strategy. Any thoughts on pig, gold, and silver assets in the crypto market? Me personally, I'd rather just buy gold and silver simply because Oh crap. Sorry about that. Audio cut off. Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I actually just went on a big rant on the all weather approach, and I guess you guys couldn't hear me for any of that, so that sucks. Okay, you can hear me now. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to my chat, but I was basically responding to Global Photographer about uh, the all weather approach, just explaining how I myself do buy actual real gold and silver, so I can feel cool and have it, but there's some better options like the Spider Gold Shares ETF, and I would recommend gold over silver probably because silver there's a lot of conspiracies about it being manipulated by J.P. Morgan and whatnot. I don't know if I believe that, but these are good tools for you. So let's go back to the comments. Sorry, my mic cut out. Don't really know what happened there. Might have clicked the mute button on accident with my mic. So let's see here. FMTA is a hidden gem. Is that a fundamentas? Because I've covered fundamentas before. See how it's done. Whoa. The market cap is less than $1 million. I wonder if that's right. Because that is ridiculously tiny. Go, 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 guys, before it starts mooning. It'll be on BSC soon. Great team to join the Telegram chat. No sound for anyone. Okay. Now we can hear you. Just start over. Redo. Yeah, so I was basically explaining, and this is pretty good. Pretty good system with the all-weather approach. Is they outline some different ETFs you guys can use, and I'm not sure if my mic cut out before this, but I was just explaining how I'm a big fan of ETFs, especially right now with the expense ratios being fractions of a percent. They're very good. So you guys can kind of utilize these. What I've done though is for this one, the 30% Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, VTI, I replaced this one with VYM, which is this right here. And this is for my stock portfolio. I really like this ETF. And Vanguard is very competitive with their expense ratios, but there's other good ones as well as like SPY or QQQ Power Shares. But this one I replaced with the VTI. So it's similar as S&P 500 high dividend yield index, but the expense ratio is only 0.06%, mostly large cap stocks, and the yield is about 3.17%. So it's kind of an example of what you guys can do for the all-weather approach if you want to use it. And again, you're probably not going to get above market returns for the first few years, but over time, people who do kind of take this sort of approach seem to win out in the end for a lot of investors because again, I really subscribe to this idea. The only thing that matters in investing is your average annual return. That's what wins out in the end. Doesn't matter if you make 200% in 1 week. If you can't maintain a good rate over the years, you probably won't be building too good of a portfolio. Yes, can hear you now. Okay, good. All right, we can stop talking about the all-weather portfolio. And I'm really trying to figure out the best portfolio for crypto. I've been doing the 40-60 split where it's 40% stablecoins, 60% volatile cryptocurrencies, but I'm trying to break it down a bit more from what I've been doing. Because really I desire more of a passive portfolio. I like to research and find new coins, but I do have to manage it pretty actively. Let's check out Fundamenta. And yeah, I looked at Fundamenta back in December when it was around here, so that would have been a good buy for sure. 8 cents up to $1, that would have been a really good buy. But I just didn't really see too much of a long-term view on it, but I haven't done really enough research on it. So I want to look at some of this data right here on blockchain.com. This is all for Bitcoin, but it kind of just breaks down data for what's been going on the network. And there's a few things I wanted to look at. Look at miners' revenue. Dr. Rhino 3252 says, "Hey, what are your thoughts on BAO finance?" So I've pretty much talked about BAO finance every single stream because someone mentions it. I myself am not really a huge fan of BAO finance. I think there's better DeFi tokens, and I always talk about how my most viewed video is my video on BAO finance. And it was kind of a negative video, but the thing with BAO that I didn't like was the 95% token lock on the yield farming, because that's going to artificially kind of inflate the tokens. And also the max supply for BAO is 1.5 trillion, which is a lot. And with the referral system set up, I think I see a lot of it as hype and not really the strongest fundamentals for BAO. That's just my opinion, but I never really was super big into BAO. So yeah, someone earlier mentioned that they think part of the sell-off was miners selling, which is possible. What are other options better than BAO? I mean, there's a lot of better options. What do you mean better options for? Are you looking for higher returns, just a better coin? That's kind of an open-ended question, but what's up, trusty abductee? Hey, just got on. Thoughts on Flow? I have zero thoughts on Flow. Look at it for a second. NBA Top Shots. So it's like an NFT thing. Yeah, I can check more into this one. There's just too many coins for me to know all of them, but go back. There's a comment I missed about options that someone mentioned that I want to check out. You mentioned options. Have you heard of Leon? Okay. Of course, it's global photographer. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Totally dead. Create idle stablecoins out of ETH. Create LBT or ETH call options out of ETH. Do they only have call options or something? LBT liquid bond token is essentially a call option on ETH. You can create 2x leverage long positions on ETH without liquidation and margin calls during flash crashes. There is no counterparty risk either because everything is peer-to-peer or peer-to-contract with no middleman. There's no governance. Why is there a token then? Is this not a governance token, or it must be a utility token? Thanks, I appreciate it, CryptoKitties and NBA Top Shot devs. Yeah, they'll probably be pretty big because NFTs are very hot right now. The thing with NFTs is um, like the future outlook of NFTs as a technology. So using NFTs to verify uh, contracts or intangible assets, for example, like copyrights and whatnot. Yeah, that's very big. They have a very big use case, but them as an investment themselves, so investing in NFT platforms or NFT governance tokens, I'm not super into at the moment. Maverick says, "Have you looked into Hathor?" Yes, I made a video on Hathor. I bought some Hathor a while ago and sold it a bit too early, of course, like I always do. But Hathor is pretty sweet. I actually saw a Twitter post on Hathor that really kind of caught my interest because they're making the Hathor swap. And fundamentally, with Hathor, the thing is we don't know if it's going to be good or not because it had the actual nano contracts and the whole platform hasn't come out yet. But once the Hathor swap extension, if it's just like MetaMask and it's, or if there was somehow MetaMask integration, I mean, Hathor, like, there's a lot of hype around it. It could be very, very big. Let's look at the price real quick. I want to go over Lean more, though, because I want to figure out why it's so dead. But I do kind of understand the options thing because the liquidity for options is not something that's going to be easy to do. There's a lot of things that go into it. And I think options are something that might do better, unlike the Binance Smart Chain, because with the gas fees, options are almost immediately killed. Because, for example, when you buy options, your only fee really is the option premium, the premium on the option itself. That's what you pay no matter what. So if you're someone who's hedging your risk with options like a put call, and you just wanted to buy a few puts with the premiums, that could be as little as $20 if you're a very small investor, or they can incorporate the fees directly into the premiums themselves. And based off the minting fees too, the people who actually mint the options are probably too high. So I think options on BSC could be very big just because the gas fees really kill this kind of sector. Because if you're buying options with $5 premiums, it makes no sense to pay $60 fees. But let's go back. I kind of got sidetracked. Let's go back to Hathor. So they had their Hathor swap coming out. Let's look at the price. Yeah, why did I sell Hathor? Yeah, it's too late though. It's gone. Hathor also partnered with Hopper. Is that what that link was? We can go back. Jay the Dipper, you're a research man. You know a lot. Yeah, and I still have my Hathor wallet. And I've offered this before, guys. If any of you are on the stream right now have a Hathor wallet, send me your address and I'll send you some of my Hathor coins because I made my own Hathor token. And as a disclaimer, it is completely worthless, but if you want it, I will send it to you because everything on Hathor is free to send transactions. Let me find my Hathor wallet real quick and pull this up. Yeah, here we go. So, guys, if you are in the chat, drop your Hathor address or send me to it, or send it to my Telegram, and I'll send you some of my tokens because they're worthless and I don't want them, so you guys can have them. No sound on stream. Okay, thanks for telling me that, Jay. Okay, but I'll close this out for now. But guys, let me know if you want the tokens. There is no team. There is no governance. There is no central point of authority. there is only code. Okay. Now with projects like this, you can usually find the developers who make it because, they don't. A lot of the developers, they are proud of what they make and eventually kind of rat on themselves who are totally anonymous. Satoshi really pulled it off. Like if I was Satoshi, I think I'd eventually tell someone that I made Bitcoin. I mean, how could you keep that secret for years? That's kind of why I think he's probably dead or in prison or something. But Proud and Real says smash up the like. Thank you, Proud and Real. Yeah, guys, please like the stream if you are watching. Thoughts on Essentia? Yeah, I checked out Essentia a few days ago. I saw it on another YouTuber. I forgot his name covered it. So, it was Tips. I think it was Tips is his name. He covered it, and I was like, wow, is that a very undervalued level? Like let me go to market cap real quick. Switch this over. I think he was covering it at 1 million market cap, and I should have bought some, but I didn't. But even at 14 million, it's kind of like a master node aggregator. I was very interested in Essentia. But I'm not super experienced with master nodes. I don't think I've ever run one myself. I might have done one for Knowles back in the day, but let's see what Knowles is at. Yeah, Knowles had a lot of hype around it a few years ago. Never really did too well in the long term. But yes, I like Essentia. Farm Finance, what's your take? I'll check it out in a second. Thanks for joining, Golf Hawk. Sweet, we are at 21 viewers. That is awesome, guys. Thank you for joining the stream. If you're new to the stream, please drop a like on it. It helps me out and it helps out the algorithm. And if we hit 30 viewers, I'll give away some Tezos or USDC to some of the people listening to the stream. So it's all fun. Okay, we want to look at farm. Yeah, guys, actually, let's do this. So if you guys want me to check out coins, just directly send me the link in the Telegram chat. So the Telegram chat, if you guys are not in the Telegram chat, it's in the description of this stream. So click on that and join it. Feel free to use the chat and to ask me questions. But if you guys want me to check out a coin specifically, just drop the link in the Telegram chat because that makes it a lot easier for me. Because a lot of times I can't find them. We got Ocean Protocol. I want your worthless coin. LOL. Yeah, Brent, send me your Hathor address. I'll send you some of my worthless Hathor token. This could go to the moon though. We have only a total supply of 3,325. You never know. And I can also burn them. You see right here, I have the melt authority management. So I can melt a lot of tokens. You guys never know. This could be the next Bitcoin. So Mustaf, thanks for joining the Telegram. I just saw you joined in. Ocean. Yeah, Ocean is cool. Let's see here. I actually made an NFT on Ocean, but I never did anything with it. It was because I used to have a Patreon page, but I abandoned it because I just felt bad taking monthly fees from people. I felt like my content wasn't worth any money really. And it probably isn't, but here we go, Ocean Market app. But I made an NFT on Ocean a while ago. Or not Ocean, I'm thinking of OpenSea. Man, I'm sorry, I just know too many coins. When you look at too many tokens, this is what happens. But OpenSea is what I was talking about, the NFTs. I don't know anything about Ocean. I was thinking of OpenSea. I've seen some hilarious coin names on Hathor. In your opinion, what is the most undervalued coin? See, I can't give you a good answer to that because really no individual could, because that would take an ungodly amount of research and time to evaluate all of them and come up with in conclusion on the most undervalued one, in my opinion, I still think benchmark protocol is really undervalued. That's just my opinion though. So for example, if I spent the next month and all I did was research crypto, that was my entire life, I'd probably find a different answer because I would have more time to research. But from the research I've done and the coins that I hold, I still find benchmark to be very undervalued. So there's my answer to that. Thanks. Just bought 100K. What'd you buy? FUKU22222. Thoughts on NDX? You can look at that in a second. Yeah, see what Bitcoin's doing. Okay, Ocean Protocol. Is this like NFTs for data? Which makes it easy to publish data services, deployment, ERC20 data tokens. This seems very interesting. Go back. Yeah, I won't show you guys my NFT. It's kind of weird. I'll leave that for a different time. Golfhawk says, where do you think the market cap can go to? Sorry for that background noise. I'm adjusting my computer chair to make it a bit more comfortable for myself. I think Mark could definitely go to like the $100 million evaluation level. I mean, they have investors from CoinShares who have invested in Mark. And the thing that's going to, so here's actually one thing that I found. Let me show you guys this. Because I think the big thing with Mark is not only going to be the Smart token, but also their DeFi lending and borrowing space. They're going to have a lending and borrowing market for rebasing tokens. But on Twitter, I found this. So you guys know I followed back, and this is kind of speculation on my side. But Backed is a project I'm super interested in because what they're doing just makes a lot of sense to me, and I see the potential for it. But if we go to their followers, you can see that someone from Benchmark, yeah. So someone from Benchmark is following Backed. So I'm very bullish on Mark because with the integration of the DeFi lending and borrowing for rebase tokens, which doesn't exist right now for lending and borrowing markets. There is no rebase token implementation. And I think rebase tokens for preventing like liquidation events and stuff, especially utilizing Backed, could be very big. So with all that in place, and then the Smart token, the SDR stable coin that's coming out, I think $100 or $100 million evaluation for Mark is more than fair, in my opinion. Too bad Benchmark isn't on more exchanges. True, but with the Xmark, so there's Mark and then Xmark. If you guys do not know, Xmark is the non-rebasing form of Mark, which you can use to earn an APY. That makes it very easy for people to list on exchanges because a few exchanges, they never list an Ampleforth because Ampleforth is a rebasing token, which makes it difficult to list on exchanges because when the tokens are constantly changing, it's confusing for people operating exchanges. So Xmark makes it a bit simpler. So I do think there will be a lot of exchange listings for Mark in the future. I think Mark will still results the most undervalued token after all the research. Yeah, good one. Going global photographer. Yeah, Mark's only, I think it's at like 14 million market cap right now. And it's, for me, I'm not sweating at all. It's at 15 million because I was fortunate and got in at the fair launch of Mark. So I got in around 1 million market cap. So it's a bit cocky to say, but it's never going back down to a million market cap. That's just never going to happen. So there's no point in me ever worrying about the market price. I'm never going to lose my initial investment. But still, at 15 million market cap, it's very undervalued. FUKU says, was only joking referencing Biz when you said your Hathor coin could be next. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, you can't buy 100K of my token because actually there's only 3,325 of these tokens. So linear finance. Okay, I'll check out linear in a second when someone just said it in the Telegram chat. Guys, if you were just tuning into the stream, make sure you drop a like on it as it helps out the algorithm. Me personally, I don't really care about the number of likes. It means nothing to me really, but it helps out the algorithm and helps out the views. So yeah, please do that if you don't mind. But let's go down to the comments. Ryan C says, great content. Thanks, Ryan C. Proud and real. I love Modify. This one is a monster and will follow the trajectory of Chainlink. Yeah, Modify too. I'm glad I bought it because it has performed pretty good with the rest of the market doing bad. So I entered in about right here, 318, 317. And with the rest of the market going down in the past 2 days, it's been doing well. And again, with the vesting cycle, which I've gone over in the video, I do think most of the pre-sale dumpage or sell-off has happened. Okay, I just got a message from Brent Bollinger on Telegram, and he sent me his Hathor address. Okay, sweet. I'm actually going to send him some. So let's copy this. Pull up my Hathor wallet. Brent, if you don't mind, I'm going to show your Hathor address on stream. So, but yeah, right now, guys, I'm sending one of my viewers some of my token because that's what I'm going to do. Let's see how I can do it. So send tokens. I'll send you 100. I'm going to time lock it for a year. Okay, so or no, it's a time lock date. Okay, I see. So we'll time lock it for New Year's Eve of 2025. Or no, let's do 2020, 2021. All right, man, I'm going to send you your coins. They'll be unlocked for you on New Year's Eve. Oh, there's a time input too. I don't know if I need to do that or not. Okay, send you your tokens. Enter my password. Cactus Jack, what's up, man? He says super farm question mark. I think you actually talked about super farm in my last stream. But super farm, again, there's no white paper, no information out on it really. There's just not enough info for me to buy it. You could just go trust in LEO trades, but that's not really my strategy. So I will not be purchasing super farm right now. But if a bunch of good information came out, I could definitely see myself buying some if I think it's a good token, but I just don't know enough. Brent Bollinger, let me know if you got your MIT max income tokens. I sent you 100 of them, but they have been time locked for 1 year, so you're going to have to wait until then to send them. Elon Musk profile picture refers to Cardano. What makes you say that? Let's see. Someone mentioned it. It's a fork in the road. I mean, that could imply many things. So that I wouldn't say that means that he's referring to Cardano. Didn't you mention Olympus DAO a few days ago? Yes, I did. We can go over what they're doing. Wait a sec, I send you the link. Okay, yeah, send me it. Okay, Mustaf, we'll look at linear finance. Proud and real, it's later in Europe, but because I like your channel, I will stay a bit more. Awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in. But if you need to get your sleep, man, I understand. So no reason to lose sleep over my YouTube channel. Yeah, linear looks very solid. I've looked at it in the past too. Again, guys, my outlook has been I'm just not super motivated to taking new positions, but I'm always trying to learn more. I'm not really chasing good trades right now. I'm more so just chasing the education of it, trying to apply myself to different situations, you could say, or just learn more about how it all works. Yes, I was talking about Elon's profile. Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember that. Here you go. Just search for fork. I don't see anything unless you sent it in the chat. Okay, someone in the Telegram chat asked for Jupe. We'll check that out. Jupiter. All right, I got your link. I'm not sure what you're drawing here with the Cardano Elon Musk thing. But let's go back to Jupiter. Yeah, I went over Jupiter last stream. Really ugly website, but that doesn't mean it's not a good token or a good smart contract. So they have Jupe Swap. Yeah, I know nothing about Jupiter, but it keeps getting brought up, so there must be something interesting about it. But I'll keep this one in mind. Elon is talking about Mary, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't really speculate on what Elon Musk is doing. He's a notorious troll, really, when it comes down to it. Red Fox Labs. Yeah, I'll check that one out in a second. No. Go to Cardano link and search for the word fork with Control F. Cardano is a fork in the road. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's just extremely speculatory to just assume Elon Musk is referring to Cardano in his profile picture. Because there are countless hard forks, soft forks. Fork is a term where you could control F on almost any blockchain website and find the word fork. So maybe, man, maybe you're right. Maybe you see something I don't, but I'm not really seeing that connection there. But interesting find with that, the whole Elon Musk fork thing. Okay, let's search up Red Fox Labs. Red Fox builds companies that promote access, adoption, and application for the internet economy. The black paper, huh? So it's like a business. I've talked about this before on the stream, but there's some coins where it's just like, why have a coin? Why not just be a private company or um, a public company? Like there are some coins that they could just be a publicly traded stock and have shares rather than a governance token. But this kind of seems like that. But it seems like a very big project. Let's check out the black paper. It's emerging tech venture builder. Okay. Yeah, it seems cool. Also, he is saying BTC and ETH seem high. And he said Tesla seemed high when it was 150 USD. I mean, Tesla just today, pretty sure Tesla did terrible. Yeah, Tesla stock since the Bitcoin buy, Tesla stock has not done very well. And there's someone who posted about the Tesla BTC buy that investors were upset because basically what he's doing is taking shareholder money, sorry, and putting it into Bitcoin. And if I was a shareholder of Tesla, I'm investing in a car company, not investing in Bitcoin. So I kind of get that. And yeah, Elon Musk, he's doing so many things at once. Um, a lot of what he says on social media, I think, again, is just trolling. I don't take everything he does seriously. So yeah, I don't think he's speculating to get Cardano at a low level or something. Maybe he wants to justify himself and say it was a joke later. How I interpret it is he puts very little thought into Twitter. He just kind of does it and people react to it. Looks like Mr. Jojo has a bag of Cardano. Yeah, definitely. Very true. All right, guys, I'm gonna take like a 3-minute break. I plan on streaming for another hour, probably at least, but I'm gonna take a little break and use the bathroom or whatnot. And yeah, guys, if we get to 30 concurrent viewers at once, I'll give away some money on stream. So let's try and hit that. But I'll be right back. Let me pull up a little flyer that just says I'm taking a quick break. If the NFT space grows, maybe they also have smart NFTs. Yeah, Jade the Dipper, you have some pretty good suggestions. I always like when you're on stream. Let's see here. The people on here that some good advice or good thoughts. Do you think we should have at least one Oracle to our bag? Yes, actually, great question, Alistair78. That is something that I've been toying around in my head as an idea for the past few months, and I had zero oracles in my portfolio up until recently when I bought Modify. That was the first oracle I've ever bought. I never held Chainlink. I never hold Band or anything, but I do think diversifying into different sectors because they do kind of go on their own separate little pumps. So yes, I think in terms of a risk management perspective or just trying to diversify in general, I think holding one Oracle coin is not a bad idea. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. But still, I'm a bit too overexposed to DeFi, looking to get into NFTs a little bit. But I don't actually want to buy a NFT itself. I don't want to buy some weird art thing. I'd rather like do some sort of index or something, but we can check out this real quick. What do you think about Band and BSCX? Mr. Jojo, I made a video about BSCX a while ago, and I bought it about $3 for BSCX. Let's see here what it's at right now. But I sold it at like $5, so yeah, it's coming down. I haven't been following the developments of BSCX, but at the time that I bought it and whatnot, I thought it was fundamentally pretty strong. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. Hold on, let me pull up the flyer. So if anyone new joins the stream, just let them know that I'm on a quick break. Or actually, I'm just gonna pull up the timer I've been using. That'll work. Here we go. Any updates on BSCX? No, not really. All right, quick break, guys. I will be back. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to use the bathroom. I want to check on my puppy downstairs because he Sometimes we'll get into stuff and make a huge mess in the house. But anyways, I am back. I saw a comment that I missed. Take care, bro. Good night. See you, man. Thanks for tuning in. We had a comment from, where'd it go? Someone dropped their Hathor address. That's weird. The Hathor address is not showing on the comment section, but it's showing on the restream section. But yeah, if you guys have Hathor addresses and want to get some of my tokens, just send it in the Telegram chat, and I can send you guys some. Welcome back. Thank you, Alistair78. Looks like we've dropped down to 9 viewers, but that's okay. Still, guys, with my channel, it's still like in the beta stages. I'd say I'm still getting used to streaming and trying to get better at it, because it's definitely a skill to be able to sit down and talk for a while, but something that I am working on. So I wanted to look further into Phantasma, blockchain for smart NFTs, dApps, gaming. That sounds good. Dual token system, use any dApp from every blockchain. Advanced NFTs. I'm not sure what they mean by advanced NFTs. Maybe they have some sort of feature to them. The Phantom Force is an independent group of open source developers and other contributors who wish to contribute and build the best user experience and ecosystem on Phantasma chain. Yeah, I'll keep this one in mind. Okay, cool. We're back up to 12 viewers. If you guys are new to the stream and just hopped on, please drop a like on the stream. It helps out with the algorithm and boosts this up. And I'm trying to get to 30 viewers so I can give away some money to my listeners. But we've gone over some good coins so far. The ones that I like the most are kind of in order. But again, this is based off of glancing at the website for about a few minutes. So by no means would I consider this any research at all. But I like this one, Unimax. An Ocean Protocol. Leon, it seems cool. It's kind of options for Ethereum derivatives. Right here you can see. But the problem with Ethereum derivatives is the gas fees. It kind of defeats the purpose of buying options with a small premium. Jay the Dipper says advanced NFTs. I read about it lower on the page. Okay, sweet. I'll check that out. Did I just close that out? Dang it. Yeah, let me find that again. Sorry about that. Maybe our energy token as well. It's on the other page, that info. Okay, I'll check that out in a second. Their mainnet has launched. Oh, that was a while ago. Okay, wow. This has been out for a long time. Cool. Mint on demand, mint in real time, multi-layer NFT Steam bridge. Wow. So I'm not a huge gamer. I used to do more gaming, but now I pretty much do zero gaming at all. But Steam is huge. And with the whole CS:GO stuff on Steam, like the skins, I remember there were skins that are basically that could definitely be NFT for CS:GO, Counter-Strike Global, whatever it is, that were going for crazy amounts of money, like real money for these skins. I'm not sure if that's a market still, but I could see NFTs being very big when it comes to Steam and computer or PC gamers. Alistair says, check this for fun. If you send a link on the chat for YouTube, it'll probably block it, so I won't be able to see it. But I like this one, Phantasma blockchain. And I still am not really in NFT coin, so this could be the one that I only at 32 million market cap. Big dip, yeah, this could be a good one. I'd have to do a lot more research to be comfortable with buying it, but it's a good one for sure. Here we go, the smart NFT. Smart NFTs are creating revolution in content distribution. Time-based NFT. Whoa. The cars themselves are actually multi-layered smart NFTs consisting of 25 or more individual NFTs that combine to create a hypercar capable of a speed over. That's very cool. So you can combine multiple NFTs to make one big one. That kind of like gamifies it. And what they said too about implementing this into Steam, gaming is a community. Most people who game, they game with their friends and whatnot. So having something like this where you can combine multiple NFTs into one big one, this is really cool. I might have to get myself some Phantasma. So good suggestion. Who said this one? Jay the Dipper, of course. Jay always has the best suggestions. This is the front of the list. Actually, I like it a lot. I think I'm going to browse some Twitter for a little bit, just see what's going on. But thank you guys for sticking on the stream. I noticed the views kind of fluctuate up and down. I saw a funny tweet the other day that was, should women be allowed to own Bitcoin? Thought that was kind of funny. Hey Max, saw your Vesper finance coverage. Thanks for tuning into the stream, Michael Combe. And yeah, this came out today too, 2 hours ago. Xmark will be on the Binance Smart Chain, which is huge. So I haven't looked at it yet, but I was going to look at Pancake. Oh, cool, Michael. I'm on the committee for Vesper. I'd love to reach out to you privately. What's the best email for you? Thanks for reaching out, man. Yeah, if you want to reach out to me privately, if you go to the description of my last video, so not a live stream, but an actual video that I posted in the description, you can find my email in there. I don't really want to say it on stream because it could get spam, but I think everyone in here is pretty cool. I've actually yet to meet anyone in crypto on my channel that's been like obnoxious or anything. Everyone's been very cool. But yeah, just go to my last uploaded video and you can find it. If you can't find it, let me know in the comments and I can figure something out for you. And actually, I've gotten a good amount of emails for promotion, but a lot of them are actually like just garbage tokens. And not saying Vesper is garbage. I like Vesper is cool, but a lot of them are like, we have a pre-sale coming up. We'll pay you in our own token, but it's just I never want to promote something that I think could be a rug pull or a scam because that could be very bad. But I've still never done any sponsored content, anyways. But not saying I would ever do it. I actually thought about making a fund for that kind of stuff that I could use the money I raise for that kind of thing for building something or community growth and that kind of stuff because I want to put it to like a good use. I don't want to just kind of pocket it. But let's look at Pancakes. I wanted to see if there is any benchmark liquidity on it already. I doubt there is, but if there is, that could be a very good opportunity to jump in real quick and possibly snag some of my APYs on my benchmark tokens. But my mark is still on the Ethereum mainnet. Michael says, sounds good. We'll reach out. I understand. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, reach out if you have any issues. Really just look to find all the stuff to contact me. Finally, from Alistair. Yeah, this is huge. They're really focused on the cross-chain stuff, which is big because I really like it because a lot of coins, they have a lot of claims, but Benchmark, everything they said they want to do, they've been doing every week. They're coming out with new stuff. But let's look at Pancake at the pools. Ditto. I forgot what the date was for the Ditto swap, but I made that video on the Ditto airdrop. So you guys didn't see the video. Ditto was doing a thing where if you deposited benchmark, ample, dbase, or base, which are all rebase tokens, if you deposited them for Ditto, you would get a 10% bonus. So it was kind of a crazy setup. I have no play. I looked at it, but it seems a bit too risky for me. But if we go to, let's see, the Medium post, let me try and find it. Okay, go to Ditto Money Medium. Yeah, so here it was. The incentivized vampire elastic cross-chain swap. So if you were to, okay, it's on the 26th. So that's 3 days from now. So on Friday, this will take place. And I was thinking about buying some Ditto for a short-term trade. If you look at the chart based off market cap, it's not looking very good. It was at, and this chart looks very similar to Mark, actually. That's interesting. So, real quick, let's just pull up Mark because we can see if there's a correlation with the rebase tokens going on. Because rebase tokens, they do act different than the rest of the market. They kind of follow their own little pattern. Actually, in one of my last videos, I talked about correlated assets and compared to Bitcoin because everything's correlated to Bitcoin. Ampleforth, out of the ones that were available on the list, was the least correlated asset to Bitcoin at a correlation of 0.2, so almost uncorrelated to BTC. But let's go back here. Let's go by 7 days. Yeah, they look pretty similar. And let's pull up Ample too. Let's see what Ample looks like. Yeah. So the rebase tokens, they do tend to kind of move together. And I think the whole rebase investing, I think there's a certain like class of investors who focus on rebase tokens too. I found that a lot of people in the benchmark protocol Telegram group are actually people from Ampleforth. So there's a kind of a community of rebase people who just like rebase tokens. And I'm kind of drifting towards that myself. I really like at first when you hear about rebase token, you're like, what? I lose tokens every day and then I gain tokens every day, and that there's a peg price and that the price doesn't actually matter. It's confusing, but when you really think about supply elasticity and fair inflation and fair deflation, and that if the market cap was high enough, you'd have actually a very stable price. If the team makes a good algorithmic setup for maintaining that peg, it really makes sense to me. That's why I've been following the rebase tokens a lot. We can close these out. I just want to talk about the Ditto airdrop. So that's the 26. I mean, if Ditto goes very low, maybe I pick up a small amount for an attempted swing trade because they do have the 100% buyback. So on the 26th, anyone who buys Ditto with Mark, Dig, Ample, or Base, I'm looking at 10% bonus, but also there's a 100% buyback of the proceeds from the swap. So could be a good short-term trade. Close out some of these tabs. There's so many DeFi platforms on BSC now that are like this, and I don't really. The thing with these is they're all just so clony, and the reason they get value is because they have these crazy APYs in the beginning. I'm just gonna look through some dApps, see if there's any that are interesting. So there's JustSwap, which is Tron. Venus Money Market's a decentralized marketplace for lenders and borrowers. Yeah, I've looked at Venus before. Let me know if any of you guys are in any Binance Smart Chain projects that you guys really like, because I mean, now that Mark has opened up the BSC floodgates, I'm sure if there's some PancakeSwap LPs or something, I might do it. But still, I made a few trades on BSC before it boomed, but now I'm not on it. Raven protocol might be interesting. Okay, sure thing. Thanks for the comment, Jay the Dipper. And Jay, actually, you know what? Or never mind. I might send you a PM after this stream is over. So keep an eye out for that on Telegram. But let's look at Raven. Okay, I see AI. Deep learning is expensive and time consuming. Okay, they have a lot of angel investors or VCs. Proof of stake. Yeah, I'm reading over this, Jay, and it sounds cool, but the problem with this is I just don't know much about AI. So it's hard for me to value a project like this when I just don't know much about the competition and what I could use to compare it to. I know there's all kinds of different AI like niches. So there's different sectors within the AI space. There's not just one AI market. There's separate markets for it. So maybe this is tapping into a market that hasn't really been exposed too well. It says existing deep learning distribution methods. So it says the issue is latency, and they're solving it with the Binance Smart Chain, it seems. 66% of the supply is staked. Wow. It's a good amount. So let's just do the TVL real quick. Did you buy any of Raven, Jay? If you didn't, let me know. So it's like a node, pretty much. Receive a reward every month on staked Raven. Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a micro cap coin. It's interesting stuff. Thanks for the suggestion for the stream. 17 viewers now. That's great. If you guys are in the stream, make sure to drop a like on it. We're just kind of going over different coins, and I'm taking suggestions in the chat. It's a pretty casual stream. We're just chilling out. We're not freaking out for the market or anything. Although it's a bit concerning right now with all the dips. But still, on the 7-day, Bitcoin is only at a 3% loss. Ethereum really got rejected hard at 2000. Let's see what coins have done well today. Thorchain has done very well. Yeah, it's just a small bag because I had some BNB. Yeah, that sounds like a decent move on your part. Especially with buying Smart Chain, with the fees being so tiny. And if you see a project that's interesting, putting a super tiny amount in it, I agree with that. That's a pretty good idea. Not something you can really do on Ethereum right now. And GNY, for example, has much bigger market cap. Yeah, I don't know if what they're doing though is the same thing exactly, but that is true. Yeah, and this one went crazy. Wow. So we were at 700x. Wow, on GNY. That is nuts. Here's a little flow chart that I started doing last stream, just kind of breaking down how money moves through the market. I find Lucid to be a pretty good resource. I actually never had used it, but someone I know in the crypto space introduced me to it, and I'd recommend you guys use it if you just want to take notes or kind of want to make a mental map of how things work. It can be very useful for comparing projects and whatnot. We can actually kind of we could make one for backed right now. That'd be a good use of our time. So let me make a new one real quick. Sorry. This will be a good way for you guys to understand how backup collateral works um, with the whole lending and borrowing going on something like Aave. So let's start a blank diagram real quick on my other screen. Yes, I can just use this one. I have way too many monitors set up. Let's go back. So kind of break down what backed is doing. So we have borrower, right? And then we have lender. These around. All right, CJ the Dipper. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. You guys are still on the stream. I appreciate it. I'm just going to stay on because I have some free time tonight. I'm kind of going to make this diagram right here if you guys are watching. It's going to kind of show you guys how something like backed works with backup collateral. But if you guys have any questions or want me to cover any coins, feel free to just leave a comment in the chat and I'll check it out. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm just going to be working on this. So stay tuned. Looks like we just got some new people on the stream. If you guys just joined the stream, I've been streaming for a little bit now, and I'm just kind of making this diagram on how backup collateral works. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to drop a comment on the comment section. But yeah, it's kind of chill right now. So thanks for tuning in, but I'm not going to be speaking or anything unless there's comments. So if you guys want something that's like really entertaining, you probably won't find that in the stream at the current moment. Okay, thanks for the comment, JSF3. So what you're explaining right here, um, I have a lot of small cap coins as well, but the majority of them are ERC20s. So with that being the case, Uniswap is the answer to my question. For you, I found a lot of the small caps are on Kucoin. So if you are using Kucoin, that's a good option. But really with the small caps, they're going to be more on DEXs than centralized exchanges. So make sure that they're liquid coins. Um, but yeah, just use DEXs if you can. And if you're trying to avoid Vs, obviously you can use the Binance Smart Chain or XDAI or Matic if the liquidity is there. But really for me, they're all on Uniswap for me. So that basically answers it in my case. But again, if you're looking for centralized exchanges, KuCoin does seem to have a lot of the small caps. However, there are other exchanges that offer a lot of small caps, but stuff like Belixi, for example, Belixi I would never use because kind of scammy wash trading exchanges. So be careful with the exchanges you use. What's up, introvert? Thanks for joining. We still bullish on Everest? I haven't really been following it. I didn't buy any, so that's kind of why I'm not following it. I can't follow every single coin. If I tried to do that, I'd probably end up in a psych ward or something. So let's go over to Everest. Check it out for you. Everest, I did look into it a decent amount, and fundamentally, it's extremely strong. And yeah, it's still at less than 100 million market cap. Now I've never interacted with it, but based off the chart and what I saw fundamentally for Everest, and again, this isn't a coin I've researched too in depth, so I'm not going to have the best answer for you. So take what I say with a grain of salt, but I'd still be bullish on Everest. No problem, Jessif3. Zach Lopez says, does lending work well on Kucoin? I wasn't sure if it was worth the interest rate. I have never used lending on Kucoin, so I can't give you an answer to that. The only platform I've used lending on was I did a little bit of Aave lending, but that was a while ago. But I think Celsius for lending is pretty good as well. And Celsius too, there's actually no fees on it because it's centralized. They can waive the fees, and they're very good on their security and whatnot. So maybe check out Celsius or Aave. Kucoin, I just don't have an answer for you on that one. Sorry. Yeah, no problem. Seke and Lopez. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I understand that my stream right now is probably extremely boring because it's just me making a graph. But yeah, guys, any questions, just let me know and I'll hop in and answer them for you. Thank you for the question, Introvert. I haven't seen you before on my streams if you're new to the channel. Thanks for hopping in, man. I appreciate it. But to answer your question, generally, I would say no. From what I've noticed, being in crypto for about close to 4 years now, and just because I've been in crypto for a while does not mean that I have a better outlook on it than the average person. So don't think that is the case by any means. Um, but to answer your question, I would say generally the Binance listings kind of create an instant pump and dump. So what I've noticed is post Binance listing coins will pump for a day or so and then dump back down because people take profits because a lot of times for like these small cap coins, Binance listing could mean a 200% gain. And obviously people are going to cash out on that. You can't blame them for that. Now, if a coin is been in the works for a while, is extremely fundamentally solid, it could just keep going and it could hold those levels. So really pay attention to the order book on Binance if you're trying to trade that. But generally, I would say be cautious with Binance listings. If you see it, yeah, you can try and play the trade, but pay attention to the order book, see what's going on with that. And yeah, generally expect some dumpage after a day or so of it being listed. And that is all I can say on that. With talking about UFT, which went up 100% after the news, but corrected after the list. Yeah, that's generally what happens. Is there's a ton of new liquidity, it gets pumped up and then dumped down. So keep that in mind. Craig, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. Craig is one of the top guys in the stream. I wish they had like a ranking system for people in the stream. I could rank people who are on it all the time. I'd love to do that because Craig's always on it and I appreciate it. But welcome, man. I'm doing pretty good. Been streaming for 2 hours now. Wow. I'm gonna hit the 2 hour mark. I'm gonna keep going for I don't know. I'm just chilling out right now, making this chart on how backup collateral works. If you guys do not understand that concept, I think this chart may be able to help you. And I think backup collateral will be something we are going to be hearing about in the future for DeFi applications because I think it's going to be very big and change the space of borrowing and lending for platforms like Aave and whatnot. I think it's going to be a big deal and help out a lot of people who are trying to borrow and just make it all more efficient. So, yeah, no problem. Appreciate introvert, no problemo. So, you guys, if you're new to the stream, please drop a like on it. Looks like someone actually dropped a dislike. That's okay. But ask me any questions you guys have, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Alistair, wow, you're still on. You've been on the, pretty much the entire time. That's awesome. He says DeGoFi. Okay, we can take a break from my little mind map real quick and take a look at DeGoFi. If BTC is at 1 trillion and the total amount of money is about 85 trillion, isn't Bitcoin nearing the ceiling a bit? Out of the total amount of money, is it really 85 trillion? Hmm. I don't know the answer to that question. I would say no, simply because, I mean, 1 out of 37 is still a pretty small percent. And I think if you consider um, asset, I don't think like that 85 trillion figure you put out there, I think that might mean just actual money. Like if you consider real estate or property, or let's just Google how much are all assets in the world worth. So if we look at all assets in the entire world, that's $360.6 trillion. And I think that's a much better comparison compared to just cash in circulation because cash is trash. So go by asset value rather than money because um, money is just an exchange of value. Money is actually just paper. It's a exchange of favors. It's actually nothing. It represents value. Yeah, I would agree with Alistair. If you consider Bitcoin as an asset, 1 trillion is still low. Yeah, I mean, Apple stock, um, I think Apple's worth like 2.5 trillion. But can you buy BTC with real estate? I mean, yeah, you can. All you have to do is transfer your BTC over to fiat and buy it. Just because you don't buy real estate directly with BTC doesn't mean you can't buy it. Craig says, appreciate the shout out, but you're the one doing the hard work. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Buy airdrop in a couple of weeks. Craig, if you have a link for an airdrop Medium post or a blog that describes it, please send it in the Telegram and I can go over it in the stream. So yeah, just do that. And actually, guys, I'm gonna do like a 5-minute break because I've been drinking this Bud Light seltzer, so I kind of have to use the bathroom. So I'm gonna put up a timer real quick and do a little break. But yeah, Craig, send that link out in the Telegram chat, and I'll go over it. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes. I just gotta use the bathroom. Thank you guys for staying on the stream. What's up, Leonardo? Thanks for tuning in, man. I'm about to do a 5-minute break because I've been drinking these Bud Light seltzers, so I got to use the bathroom. But I will be back on, so just stay tuned. All right, guys, I am back. Thank you for staying on stream. Let's close this out real quick. So, okay, wow, we have 9. You guys all stayed on. That's awesome. You guys are great audience. Very cool. Let's see what comments we had. Okay, we have to check out Digo Finance still. Um, Opinions on Wacky Chain and Everest. Do you mean Everest? You got Everest. So we have Everest to look into, as well as Wacky Chain. But let's check my Telegram chat real quick. So, guys, if you are new to the stream, make sure you join this chat because oh wow, we're about to hit 400 members. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, okay, Maverick. Maverick, if you are still on the stream, I'm not sure if you are, man. If you're still on, I'll send you money right now. So, guys, if you want some of my tokens, which I made on Hathor, the Hathor wallet, go to my Telegram chat and drop your Hathor wallet address, and I'll send you some of my tokens. Now, guys, there are only 3,325 of these bad boys, so they or 3,225, so actually less. And this could be the next Bitcoin right here, my token. But no, I'm kidding. These are totally worthless. But if you guys want some, Maverick, you're still on, man. That's awesome. Awesome, man. Very cool. I'll send you some right now. So let's go to send tokens, and I copied your address. So make sure I got that right. I'll send you 100. And for you, there will be no time lock actually because you stayed around for so long. I'm not going to put a time lock on yours, so you are free to do whatever you want with your your max income tokens. My name used to be max income. I switched it because I thought that was kind of a crappy name, and now it's max 0x with the 0x for the Ethereum blockchain because I'm mainly in Ethereum. So let's send you these tokens. Going through, transaction was sent. There you go, man. You are now a proud owner of the MIT tokens. And I have the burn function set up, so I could burn some tokens, and these could really go crazy. I can also mint more too. This is kind of why I liked Hathor. Is I've never used a blockchain, or not a blockchain, but a crypto or a service where it's so easy. They said it on the website where it said easiest website to make your own cryptocurrency. And they were right. This was extremely easy to use. It took me 5 minutes to set up. Now it does cost money. So in order to make your own token, you have to deposit HTR. So I think I put in like $30 worth of HTR to make this, which now is probably worth close to $100. But still, this is pretty cool. Let's close this out. So yeah, anyone in the chat, Leonardo, there you go, man. Make your Hathor wallet. Send your address in my Telegram, and I'll send you some MIT as well. And let you guys have some of this stuff. But again, totally worthless token. But maybe it'll be worth something one day. Who knows? So let's minimize this. Okay, let's look at Everest. Well, actually, let's check my Telegram to see if someone said. Okay, cool. Thank you, Craig, for sending this. Free air. Okay. John is thinking about pulling out of Mark. I'll answer his question later. So let's copy this link. Yeah, John's freaking out about Mark a little bit, but Mark's a long-term hold for me, so I'm holding. But again, guys, it's just what I do, and I'm not going to be right about the market every time. There's going to be coins I talk about and invest in that are going to do bad. So always consider that if you see a coin that I'm super bullish on, it could go terribly wrong. That's just how investing is. So Tyler Swope says 2 free crypto airdrops could outsize Uniswap's massive token handout. And Rye is something that I heard about. Reflex index. Yeah, it's Reflex. Reflexer.finance. Pull together. Yeah, pull together was around since I think like August. It's like lottery where you don't lose. Not something I would do because the way I perceive lotteries or uh, jackpot winnings is I've just come up with the fact or the conclusion that I will never win. Like I don't entertain the idea that oh my god, I can win $1 billion because it just will never happen. I think it's a lot better if you just tell yourself that you're never going to win the lottery. There are no odds. People say, oh, there's a chance I might win. There's no chance. So that was kind of off topic. Introvert said that's actually hella cool. Cool, man. Glad you enjoy. I actually saw you followed me on Twitter. Thanks for the follow, man. You actually got a lot of followers too. You have like 2K followers. I didn't really look at your profile because I didn't have time to because I'm in the middle of this stream, but I appreciate the follow on Twitter. So we have. Okay, so maybe it's for the Rye ETH LPs. To Rye liquidity pooling Uniswap. Yeah, maybe I'll hop in and provide some liquidity if the gas fees are down. Let's see what the Etherscan is telling us. 137 GWI, not bad, especially with ETH being sold. Yeah, gas fees are not bad at all right now. I mean, they're still absolutely terrible. You should never be paying $14 for any transaction, but in comparison to what they were, the gas fees right now are a joke. So that's pretty sweet. Seems like a lot of people have exited Ethereum and the network's a lot less congested, which is good. And that's kind of the upside of people selling and getting on the market is it kind of makes it more usable, really, which is not a good thing. That's how it is. The thing with this is I might have already missed the snapshot date. They might have already done the snapshot a while ago. Um, and I wouldn't really want to provide liquidity for this. But it is a free flowing stablecoin and ETH is down. So I do like the LPs that are pegged to stablecoin because it's kind of like automatic risk management if you think about it. It averages you in and out of assets into a stable coin. So really they're pretty solid in terms of managing your risk. So maybe I'll do this, but I don't really chase the airdrops. But again, it could be worth it. You never know. Maybe I'll put a small LP towards it while gas is low. So thank you, Craig, for sharing this. I'll keep this in mind. Might write it down on my whiteboard. I kind of have like a giant whiteboard in my little office space where I keep track of all my crypto goals and market maneuvers. I also use Excel, of course. Excel is used more for transactions, but for future outlook stuff, I like the pen and paper. I tried doing like a Google Calendar, but there's so much digital stuff now that if I can use pen and paper or something physical, I really enjoy it. It's nice to not always be staring at a screen. But let's look at Everest. Sorry, I got a bit distracted like I always do. EBR. Pull together drop already happened. Okay. Thank you, Craig, for the information. Good to hear. Marty Stevens said, thoughts on DAG? Yeah, I can look at that in a second. Let's see. I'll have to go through this stuff later. Oh, and Ali. I missed this. Ali, if you're on stream right now, or Ali, I'll send you some as well. Let's go through real quick. Let's go back to my Hathor wallet. Whoa, that's pretty cool looking. Okay. Send tokens. All right, Ali, I'm sending you some Hathor tokens. Oh, that is fast. Very fast, Hathor. Let's go back and let him know that he has tokens now. Okay, now let's get back. Okay, you guys are going to eat up all my maxed out income tokens. Okay, Lee, Niato, I'll send you some as well. Send tokens. Let this go through. Looks like the Hathor network's slowing down a little bit. That last transaction was literally instant. That was very impressive. Yeah, no problem, Leonardo. No problem. I mean, these tokens are worthless as of now, but who knows? Maybe they'll be worth something. But it's kind of fun to send around. They did cost me money to make, but it was like $30, so it's a write-off, you could say. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, we're so close to 400 members. Oh, there we go, 400 members. Awesome. Okay, so Everest. Creating opportunities in a borderless digital infrastructure. Everest Technologies. Oh, use a team of visionaries working together to create. Okay. Okay, what is this? So it's payment solutions. Passive income provider. Hmm. You know, with this one, I'll have to see if the technology is anything special. But just for like payments, they have a referral bonus. Yeah, I don't know. From like a technology standpoint, I don't really see anything special with this one. They have a lot of partners. Volume is totally dead. So yeah, I don't know about this one. It seems just a bit too dead. But maybe if I did the research and found that they had something big going on or they've still been working very hard, maybe I'd be bullish on it, but I don't know. The other one you wanted me to look at was, let's see here, Wacky Chain. Okay, Wacky Chain. Wick. Also looking pretty dead. Move this over to here. Supernodes public elections started. Yeah, I think I might have looked at this in the past. Uh, but from what I understand, it's not integrated with Ethereum. Yeah, if we go to markets, yeah, it's not ERC20. It's on Huobi. So for me, I can't use Huobi because I'm not in China. So yeah, I will probably wouldn't buy this simply because I can't. Okay, let's look at the other comments we have from Craig. I've got a massive whiteboard too. Magnetic, love it. Yeah, mine has magnets also. I like it. I'm someone who likes to write stuff down. Like if you guys saw the little office I worked out of, probably think I'm a crazy person because I have stuff like all over the walls and all kinds of writing and stuff, but that's just what works for me. I like to have physical writing. Altcoin's going to go back up in DeFi coins. Make sure to get Theta and T-Fuel on the dips. All right, guys, Money Mad A International 12 said it, guys. Make sure you get Theta. Leonardo says you could create something like a goose fork for Hathor with your tokens. I don't know what a goose fork is. So yeah, guys, if you want to assist in the development of my Hathor tokens, just reach out with me at Telegram. Maybe we can make some sort of fun little community dApp or something. That'd be pretty cool. But again, the MIT token is for fun. So yeah, if I could make something out of it and it would be easy and not expensive, I'd do it. It'd be fun. Goose Finance. Yeah, I'll check out Goose Finance. What about Jup? We went over Jupiter. I don't think I covered Goose. Oh, Egg. Yeah, I've covered this before. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, if it seems like my memory is bad. It's simply because I'm looking at hundreds of tokens per day, and only the ones that I really find interesting are the ones that I remember because my memory is not photographic, so I can't remember everything. So a Goose Fork, the best, our top 3 best DeFi apps on Binance Smart Chain. Cool, man. I'll keep this in mind. All right, guys. I think I want to end the stream. I have a puppy that I got recently, and I can hear him downstairs whining. So I think he needs to go outside. So I have to deal with that. So the stream's going to end now, guys. Thank you to all of you who tuned into the stream. I really appreciate it. A lot of you guys were on here the entire time, which is awesome. And yeah, it was a good stream. It was fun. We had good conversations. So guys, make sure you're in the Telegram if you guys are not. And as always, thank you guys